Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Danny and welcome to a new video. So in today's video, I will be doing a wear test on the YSL All Hours Foundation. Now this is supposed to be a foundation that has sunscreen with broad spectrum SPF 30. It's supposed to be a luminous matte foundation with up to 24 hours of full coverage, and it's supposed to have a weightless feel. Love that. When it first came out about 2 months ago, I was very aware, but I didn't need foundations at that time. But during the holidays, of course, you know, your girl got blessed and I was able to get this foundation for my mom, and I am super excited to try it out. I've been doing a little bit of traveling, but I finally have time to sit down and give this a proper wear test. And because I'm about to go to lunch and be out and about in the city, I think it's the perfect day to try it out. So if you guys are interested in getting to know a little bit more about this foundation and how it sits on the skin and wears throughout the day, keep watching. Okay, y'all, so as you can see, my skin is very bare right now. All I have is some skincare products because my skin is pretty dry in the winter, so I've already added just a few hydrating products as it stands. And I'm about to go in with a couple primers. My first primer that I always use is the Fenty Beauty Hydrating Primer. A couple dollars of that will do the trick. I have my mirror right here if you guys are wondering what I'm staring at. And I pair that with the Smashbox Photo Finish Illuminate Glow Primer. I love both of these together. I just love super glowy skin, and making sure that your base is perfected is key for a beautiful finished product when it comes to makeup, of course. This one I typically like to focus on my T-zone, although I definitely put it on my cheek, or my chin, but I like to focus this on my T-zone area. Voila. And yeah, so I'm gonna let that sit while I actually read the description of this foundation on the Sephora website and just tell you guys a little bit more about it in general. So the full name of this foundation is the YSL All Hours Luminous Matte Foundation 24-hour long wear SPF 30 with hyaluronic acid. The price point on Sephora's website is $56, and the shade that I got is DW2, which is supposed to be like a warm dark shade. Now the foundation actually has 40 shades in its shade range, which is amazing. I will say that is amazing, especially for a luxury brand. However, in terms of like darker shades, like my complexion, around my complexion, I only see about 12 shades that would work for anybody like within, you know, a darker skin tone. Everything else is pretty light, like different variations of like vanilla. But I'm not mad at that. I think I found a shade that will work for me. I did a shade match at the store, so I'm pretty confident that my shade will work for me, but it is pretty noticeable that they only have a select number of darker shades. Now, highlights of this foundation include hyaluronic acid, which is supposed to be really good for your skin, of course. It's supposed to hydrate it, give it a dewy look and glowy results. It's supposed to have a matte finish. It has SPF. It's a liquid formula. It's full coverage, and it doesn't have sulfates, SLS, and SLES. So yeah, I think that's enough information. I think my primer has set, and I think I'm ready to get this started. So I'm gonna start off with how I typically do my makeup routine, which I actually apply my cream blush and my cream bronzer before I do my foundation. So I'm gonna stick to the same routine. I won't change anything up for my typical routine. Okay, y'all, so the base is finished. I did my bronzer, I did my blush, and y'all can see that I obviously have some hyperpigmentation on my skin. My skin is not perfect, especially on this side. This side is a little bit better. A lot of my hyperpigmentation is around my chin area, so I'm really excited to see how the coverage on this foundation eliminates that. So let's get it started. I'm gonna shake it up a little bit. It is pretty liquidy, and the way that I typically apply my foundations is I put a pump or two on my hand, clean hands of course. Then I take a precision brush and I map it out on my face, which you guys will see. So just letting y'all know my process. 2 pumps on the hand. I take my brush. It's pretty liquidy, not too liquidy, but it is pretty liquidy. This is how I apply it. Basically just, like I said, map it on my face. And where I do have a little bit of hyperpigmentation on my cheeks, I'm just gonna cover that a little bit with foundation more, and then just reapply blush later. It's not a big deal. Okay, so now we blend. So I'm gonna zoom y'all in a little bit so you can see closer. So here is a closer zoom in. Now, I think it looks beautiful. I think the shade match is actually very nice. I love how it dried. It dried very like, it's still dewy, but it's definitely a matte foundation too. It doesn't feel heavy on the skin at all. On this side though, I did try to put it on the dark spots I had. When I blended out the foundation, it did prove to not like cover up the dots all the way. So I'm gonna add another layer of foundation on these dark spots and see how that works. But overall, it feels great. It feels very great on the skin. Lightweight. I love the shade match. Y'all can let me know. I think it matches pretty well. Y'all let me know though. But I think it looks really good. Really excited about this. So let me just touch up these spots one more time. And I should also note that I did not use the full 2 pumps. I used about a pump and a half, so I do have a significant amount left on my hand. So I would say maybe just try a pump at a time because it is pretty full coverage. That looks pretty great in my opinion. Let me show y'all. That looks pretty great. And I'll also be putting concealer right here. Under my eye, I didn't put any foundation because that's where I put concealer. So just note that in this area, there will be concealer. So there will be another additional layer of coverage. And I think that will help with finally getting rid of these dark spots. But overall, I'm not mad at the coverage of the foundation at all. Like I said, I love the way it feels. I think that for the pump and a half that I did, it did a beautiful job of covering up my blemishes and dark spots, especially around my chin area where most of my problem area resides. Now I'm going to finish up the rest of my face off camera. I'm gonna come back, show you guys the full result. I'm not doing anything different, just sticking to my same routine, just with this new foundation. So I'm gonna finish that up. I'm gonna come back on camera and let you guys see the final result. And then I'm gonna go out, have fun, you know what I'm saying, enjoy my day, come back and show y'all the end result, and we'll have a conversation then, okay? Okay, y'all, so I'm back and I finished my makeup and this is the final result. Can we get a round of applause? Because I think it looks so good. I actually didn't set my face with powder. I obviously put powder under my under eyes and my T-zone area, but I didn't put like a setting powder yet. I wanted to come on camera and show you guys what it looks like right now. First, let me zoom in just so y'all can see what it looks like. I'll turn on to this side as well so y'all can see what it's giving. Yes, this is no powder. So what I'm about to do, I'm about to set my face with powder. Let me zoom out. So right now, I'm about to go set my face with powder before I leave the house. I'm gonna change and everything too. Put a cute outfit on and I'll come back. And I'm not sure how long I'll be outside for, but I'll definitely let you guys know. Right now, it's 12:51. So this is what my face looks like at 12:51 p.m. in the afternoon. And I'll come back and let you guys see what it looks like afterwards. I won't do any touch-ups. I'll probably just do blotting if I get oily, but I won't do any touch-ups. But yeah, I'll see you guys in a little bit. Okay, y'all, I'm finally back. It is currently 8:17 p.m. So that means it's been about 7 or 8 hours, I believe. And yeah, this is what we're looking like. I'm gonna go ahead and zoom the camera in before I tell you guys my final thoughts. Okay, y'all. So hopefully you can see what I'm seeing. So obviously I have oils around my T-zone, which is to be expected. I have combination oily skin, but my skin is drier in the winter, which is why I don't really have any oils like around anywhere else in my face besides like my obvious T-zone area. So yeah, you guys can see oils. As far as longevity, it looks pretty great in my opinion. It has a nice and luminous look still. Obviously, if you look closely right here, you will see I was wearing sunglasses, so that budged the foundation a bit, but that's also to be expected. Typically, if you wear sunglasses with your makeup for a period of time out in the sun, this is bound to happen, right? So I'm not knocking any points off the foundation for that. I want y'all to see my forehead in frame. If y'all can look at my forehead, I think I just have a beautiful luminous glow. So overall, I'm not mad at this look at all. I think it still looks pretty beautiful in my opinion. The foundation has not budged at all, like especially on my like lower jawline, and on my forehead, like I said, it's just a little bit luminous, but it still looks put. Okay, so now would I recommend this foundation? I think that if you have the budget, this is a pretty nice foundation to have in your collection. I love the way it initially applied. I feel like you did not need much product to get the full coverage look that it promises. It blended seamlessly into my skin. I think this is also a really good shade match in my opinion. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it looks pretty good on me. And also it worked well with my other product. I basically implemented the same products I typically use in my routine. And I think the products still looked beautiful all together at the end. So I will say it looks great on my skin now. The coverage was beautiful initially. I love how luminous it is. You know, I can't really find any flaws in the product, to be honest, aside from maybe the price point, because $56 is pretty steep for a foundation. If you want like a nice foundation for your collection and you have the budget for it, or someone else has the budget to spend it on you, and you want to splurge on something, you know, a little bit higher end, I think this is a good one to try out. I definitely think that I'm gonna have to wear this a couple more times to really get a proper understanding of how it works and its longevity and how everything works together. I know that in the summer is the best time to try these foundations out, because that's when you're really tried and tested with the heat, with the oils in your skin just come into play. It's just, there's so many different factors that I feel like if you can try a foundation out in the summer and it withstands the summer heat, then that foundation is valid. So we'll have to keep playing with this, but overall I'm not gonna return it. I love it. I love the packaging. I never talked about the packaging, but the packaging itself is sensational. And with this YSL logo imprinted on top, like, are you kidding me? Overall, like I said, I would recommend this foundation if you have oily combination skin. It worked on mine, so I recommend it for you too. So yeah, that is my review on the YSL All Hours foundation. I hope you guys found this video to be helpful, and if you do end up trying this foundation out, please let me know your thoughts down below. I just bought the Makeup by Mario foundation as well, and I tried that out once, but I want to try it out again. I just needed to jump on this because I was like, I want to try this out really bad. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Please make sure to subscribe for more videos. I can't wait to see you guys in my next video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you then. Mwah.